Hey guys, what's going on? Gerbio here. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to fix a bicycle. So I'm going to be covering some of the most common things from pop chains to loose handlebars. So yeah, let's get into the video. Here we have your average mountain bicycle. This came from Target, so a lot of the components aren't necessarily modern, but that doesn't matter because if you're just trying to fix your kid's bike, most of them are going to look like this. Now this has multiple gears, so it's going to be a lot easier to fix a pop chain on this because all you have to do, lift up the derailleur. So that's this piece here that puts tension on the chain. So you're going to lift this up and then pull this over one of the gears, whether it's the front one or the back one. But you just line it up, and then once you have it, just let go and it puts tension on automatically. And you can see there, your chain is back on, and you're good to go. So this bike here, the problem with this one is that these bolts weren't tightened enough, and I hit something, or you could have hit a jump or fell, and the wheel got knocked sideways. And now if you go to try to pedal, well actually the chain's not on, but when you go to try to pedal, it's scraping against the frame. So I'm going to show you how to fix that. So you can see here the wheel's making contact with the frame, and that's not a good thing. So what you're going to do, get a wrench and loosen these two bolts until you can move the wheel freely, and then reposition the wheel back to how it was so that I can pedal straight, and tighten them again. So I now have my wheel able to move freely again. You can see it's wiggling, but look at that. So the clicking noise is because the chain's not on, but I'm going to show you how to fix that on a single speed instead of a bike with multiple gears. But here, we're just going to move this over a bit to where it was, and then I'm going to tighten these. So you're going to hold this and tighten the bolts at the same time, like this. And there you are. Your wheel spins again. Alright, and here is how to fix the pop chain. So if you have a bike with only one gear, such as this one, doesn't matter if it's a free coaster, coaster brake, it could be a freewheel, doesn't matter. But you're going to, if it's on the front, take that off and line it up on the rear sprocket. Sorry for the noise in the background, I'm out in the driveway. So once it's on the rear sprocket there, you're gonna line it up from the bottom here. And then as you start to pedal, you can see the chain goes back on, and you can now pedal again. So your bike works. Okay, so it just randomly started snowing out of nowhere, so just try to kind of ignore that. But the next problem I'm going to be covering is loose handlebars. So if your handlebars are looking like this, what you're going to do is get an Allen key or Allen wrench, whatever you call it. This is a 6mm, which is probably the most common size for Allen key operated stems. So you're going to position the bars how you want them, make sure that they're centered properly, and you're just going to take an Allen key right into that bolt there and turn it to the right. Alright, so once you have it sufficiently tightened, you can see it no longer moves, even if I go like this. So now you should be able to ride your bike again without worrying about your handlebars flipping upside down while you're riding. Another type of stem which can be seen on this bike here, a 1975 AMF West Point. This is actually operated by a nut and a bolt because, I mean, it's a 70s bike, so it's a lot more simple than, you know, that one. Same deal here. This is upside down, so you're going to turn to the left because that would be upside down right. That might sound confusing, but it's not once you do it. Now this bolt is nearly stripped, so I'm not going to do an example, but I'm just showing you there are different types of stems that tighten different ways, and this is one of them. The last thing I'm going to go over today is how to raise and lower a seat. So on most modern bikes, you'll see there's a quick release lever, which, let me flip this around for you so you can actually see it. But there is a lever here that will pull out. I think I had to kick this one in because it's so tight. But you can see, sometimes these can be really tight, depending on where you got it from and how it was assembled. But, you know, once you get that lever all the way out, you can raise and lower the seat. So say you want it higher, clamp it down here. If you want it all the way down, clamp it here. But I think I'm going to leave it how I had it right here. So not all bikes are going to have this quick release lever, such as the AMF West Point that I showed you the stem on previously. That one is also operated by a nut and a bolt, so it'll be the same thing essentially. You're just loosening the clamp by taking a wrench to it and just cranking it to the left. Okay, well that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you were able to fix your bike if it's broken, because that's probably why you're here. I highly doubt you watched the whole way through because my videos are incredibly boring, but if you did find this helpful, dislike and unsubscribe.